This is for anybody who's going to be at the Houston Rodeo March 6th and March 7th. If you are a single cowboy or single cowgirl and you want to be featured on the next Rodeo Matchmaker, or you know someone that would be a great candidate, please tag them, send them this, send them my way. We're going to be filming a brand new episode next week. I hope to see you there.
A lot of men want to be leaders, but they don't want to take what come with it. Like being a man and being a husband and being a father, those roles like accentuate what real leadership is. When you sign up to be somebody's husband or sign up to be somebody's father, that means that they are putting their livelihood in your hands and it's on you. So with that, you got to take care of that. You got to make sure that your woman is in the best headspace that she could possibly be in. You got to make sure that your kid, is progressing and growing, at a pace that's, suitable for where it is that you're trying to get them to go. It don't come with thank you cards. It don't come with credit. It don't come with you beating my chest like, look what I created. It's a selfless thing. You literally the man behind the scenes that's just pulling the strings and making sure that everything run how it's supposed to run. And you got to be cool with not getting no credit. You got to be cool with, letting people around you shine. That's what true leadership is. And if you're not ready for that, then you need to stay far away from relationships.
If you are an 18, 19-year-old girl and there's a 30-year-old guy or a guy pushing 30 trying to hit you up, whether he says he just wants to be friends or he's straight up trying to have a romantic relationship with you, I want you to know he is a loser. And you just graduated high school and he's pushing 30. Even if he says something silly like, you're so mature for your age, he doesn't mean it. Women his age know that he's a loser, and he knows that you're still young enough to think he's something special. He's not. A 30-year-old man trying to pursue anyone whose age ends in teen, that guy's the biggest loser. I was once a teenage girl. There's just things you don't recognize about an older guy right away because you just don't have the life experience to truly grasp that an adult man talking to a teenager, if he's saying he wants to be your friend, he doesn't want to be your friend. Grown adult men talking to you when your age ends in teen, he's the biggest loser. And give it 5 years and you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, you're gonna realize he had such a boring nature. And obviously, if you're underage, he is better.
A lot of these modern women want to continue to understand why men are not pursuing. Well, when you guys say a lot of the stuff that you say, then it's not really worth the headache. Now, to be fair, there are some women out here that are actually good women. But, then you start talking about, well, I'm not letting off of this and my standard is this. And it's okay to have a standard. But then, a lot of this stuff, modern women are getting really crazy on. And a man is like, I don't even think I want to be around that. I don't even think that that's something that I would want to entertain or, even go down that road. A lot of times they sum it up as the juice just isn't worth the squeeze.
Because I'll tell you this, if your girl lets another man flirt with her, she is making him feel like he has a chance with her. Guys, this is already cheating. Not physically, at least not yet, but this is always exactly how it starts. The fact of the matter, guys, is that women don't accidentally entertain men. They know exactly what they're doing. Her silence is consent, her smile is permission, and her friendliness is the audition. You see, a loyal woman, she shuts that down instantly, not out of fear, but respect for her man. Anything other than shutting it down immediately equals betrayal, and this is not debatable. If she doesn't shut him down right then and there, she's for the streets, period. If she didn't want to be rude, she's lying, because women are only polite to men they want attention from. And miss me with this, we were just talking, because I'm here to tell you, cheating never starts in the bedroom with women. It starts in the eyes, continues in the replies, and escalates in the harmless attention, and she knows it. If she gives another man hope, she already gave you disrespect. And disrespect, that's the real cheating.
What's going on, fellas? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's get back to the video.
You think if you're the good guy, she'll want you more. Wrong. Every time you cancel your plans for her, every time you do something for her hoping it gives you some brownie points, and every single time that you agree with her when you don't mean it, you're not building attraction. You are training her to treat you like a service, because what she's hearing isn't, wow, he's so caring. What she hears is, he has nothing going on. He'll always be there. He'll bend if I push. And once a woman feels that she has you by the balls, the desire drops. Why? Because attraction grows from standards, right? Not from obedience. A man with no boundaries doesn't feel safe to us. He feels very fragile and very weak because you're too available. You're too eager, way too easy to predict. And women don't crave predictable. They crave a man that is so grounded and has direction. So stop acting like access to you is free, because being helpful makes you convenient, but being respected makes you attractive. Convenient gets used. Attractive gets chosen. So stop auditioning for a role in her life. Build your life, hold your standards, and let her feel what it's like to lose access.
And you have a lot of these modern women that are stunned, they're shocked that a lot of men are opting out of dating. A lot of men are walking away, right? And they often chalk it up to, well, the man is probably heartbroken, the man is probably defeated, he's probably bitter, he's stressed, he's this, he's all of that. But really, I think it comes down to a lot of times, a lot of modern women try to put a lot of pressure on men. They try to make a man feel like he's less than. They try to make it seem like a man needs to put up with their inconsistency. A man needs to put up with their chaos. A man needs to put up with their drama. A man needs to allow them to talk to him crazy and disrespect him. Absolutely not.
Hi.
Something that you see as an Igbo woman, and you know that this can never be me as an Igbo girl. But now, like, there's this video that Genevieve had some years ago that she was like saying, but you know I'm an Igbo girl. I don't know if you remember the video. She was like, when a guy tells you, babe, we can skip the traditional wedding, and he'd be like, but him and I don't want Igbo. Like, there are some things that you know as an Igbo woman, it can't be found in that way. Like, you can't see an Igbo girl doing, let me drag between me and my remaining 4 wives. He's going to be able to please our Lord and Master today. We don't roll that way. You know, there's some things that from this Igbo pride, this Igbo girl thing that works for you. And growing up in the north, you know, you come from where I say, oh, I Nietzsche, Uwarigida, I'm the first wife.
Nietzsche
Amaria. No, Asam Kikishia, the Kishio, all those kind of things. Really Alekia. So those things, you know, you cannot have them. But then again, in our culture, even if we don't have to fight 4 or 5 women for our husband, because we have like a polygamous family, there's some things that I feel like mothers, fathers out there should begin to actually touch on. We have this Igbo pride, yes, but I think it's now time where some of that home training that we're giving to Igbo girls too much, cut small of that home training and give your son.
How can I make my boyfriend understand that it is wrong to like women's posts and stories on IG?
Yeah, see, I can't stand that. Men, if you got a girl, like that picture in your mind, because it's really not even about the fact that that girl is now getting your energy. This is the thing about women. This is how terrible we are, okay? What women do is we as women will see a man in a relationship and we want to know how much of a relationship is he really in? How good to her is he really? Does he really love her? And then they'll say things like, oh, he was liking all my pictures. Oh, he's still all up in my DMs. Oh, he's still sending me heart eyes. And it just makes your girl look like a clown. Okay? It's giving an opportunity for other women, and trust me, the same way that men talk, women talk, okay?
Yeah.
For women to get around and talk about your girl and make her sound like a lame and a loser, and that the person that she has is also a lame and a loser. There's literally nothing worse than that. Now, I'm not saying don't watch the story. I'm also not saying don't like the picture. I'm just saying don't like the picture physically. Like it in your head, send it to your friends, put it in your boys chat, talk about it over there, but do not publicly give energy, attention, effort, any of that to any woman on the internet, because it makes your girl look like it's just space for somebody to disrespect your girl.
And once again, I think, you know, a lot of these modern women, they want a man to continue to go 100%, right? I'm not reciprocating. I'm not giving you what you're giving me, but I want you to still continue to do what you're doing. I want you to get up in the morning. I want you to text first, right? But my messages are going to be delayed. I might not even text you until the next day. I might cancel dates on you and not reschedule. I might not reply for a little bit. I might be, kind of nonchalant and flippant with you. Just, I don't really want to talk to him right now. But I want you to continue to chase. No, I'm not going to do that. Because that's disrespectful, and that, quite frankly, that's stupid. That's dumb. Why would you be? And we have modern women out here that are like 30, 40, 50 years old acting like this. What about that would make a man want to approach? And when a man does approach, what about that attitude would make a man want to stay? Seriously.
When the man opens up, when he really opens up, don't you use what he said when he was open to prove a point when you want to win an argument. You will never hear the full story from us ever again. And we'll start say stuff like this. How are you? Good. I ain't good, but I just ain't telling you. Women, let me tell you something. Men are not emotionless. We have deep emotions. We just don't know how to express them. And let me tell you, if you make us feel unsafe, you'll never hear from us again. If I tell you something in a moment of vulnerability and you use it against me in an argument, you can forget me talking to you forever. And you keep talking about he quiet, he shut down, he's in his man cave, he won't open up, because when he did open up, you shut the door on him.
I want my daughter to be like, yeah, my dad treats my mom like this, he takes care of her this well. For sure, that baby girl, you tell him. And you tell little Day-Day from around the way, if he not coming correct, he can't have you. And he got to get through me. And I'm 6'2", 230. What's happening? Nah, but I need my baby girl to be able to identify from the start the difference between a guy that's courting her and stewarding relationship properly, and then on the other side of it, just wasting her time. Like, I need her to know the difference in that based off how she saw her dad treat her mom. Like, dad ain't do that. So why would I ever want to accept this from a man? I saw my dad take care of mom's shoes. I saw my dad never let mom open up a door handle. I saw my dad understand and implement the sidewalk rule. I saw my dad properly take care and offer provision for my mom. Mom ain't never have to worry for nothing. So why would I want to take anything less? Like, I need daughter to know that based off what she saw dad do, if a man ain't coming like that, it ain't happening. You see what I'm saying? Like, I really do believe that as a man is more than just having to be tough and like protect all the time. Like, a man is also how we lead by example. Like, I need my little girl to see, okay, cool, this is how relationships are supposed to go. And this is how a man is supposed to lead and take care of me. And mama, if he ain't coming like that, don't do it. Don't do it. So as a man, I really do feel like we need to be better examples. Like, of course, put on for the sons and let them know what it means to be a man. But when it comes to the women, make sure that you're always a good example of how to actually treat the women in your life. And not just your one singular romantic partner, not just that one woman, but like every woman around you. Like, protect them, take care of them, be polite. And that will make all the difference between how your daughter dates. Don't say I never taught you nothing.
So I think, what's wild is you have a lot of modern women that will post about wanting a man that plans dates, remembers details, shows up, not ghosting you, showing up consistently, I would say. And a lot of guys do all of that, right? He does all of that. But a lot of times modern women don't acknowledge it. A lot of times you don't thank him. They'll say something silly like that. Oh, well, I expect that's the the bare minimum, stuff like that. And 3 to 6 months later, or however long it is, you're looking up and you're talking about, well, he's not chasing me, he's not yearning, he doesn't really like me the same way he used to. He seems like he's not putting forth any effort. Well, if you look back, and this is what men talk about, if you are self-aware enough to look back and say, well, if I'm not appreciating him, if I'm making him feel like the stuff that he does doesn't matter, how do you think that he's going to act?
Today, as we talk about what men need to know about women, but women don't even know what men need to know about women. And So anything that helps us to be more honoring of ourselves, because in the betrayal of ourselves is, I think, the roots of all the ugly that comes out. And then partnership is being on the same team. And when I was talking to men about why they chose their wives, always would be a component of, she has an egg house, or you've been through so much already, I know you can get through anything. And so much we're against each other, and it's not accidental. We literally have opposing instincts. So it's no wonder we would bring out interest in each other.
Yeah, I think my biggest takeaway of what I've learned from you so far that has impacted our relationship massively is that, we've been together for 22 years. We've been together a long time. But, through the immaturity of our teenage years and early marriage years and what it is today, the biggest takeaway, I think, is honoring our differences rather than trying to make the other like you, and realizing that we both have good reasons for why we do what we do. Like, that is incredible. And to be more reflective in why the other person is doing something rather than reactive in trying to get them to change. Well, they're doing it wrong, they should do it this way, instead of realizing, wait a second, why is he doing it that way? There must be a good reason for it.
This is a message for the single girlies in their 30s. I have something that you absolutely have to hear, and this is coming from someone that met my husband at 35. I got married at 38 and just had my first baby at 39. So I get it. It is rough out there, and this is what you need to hear. I just got off the phone with my younger brother, who is 37. He lives here in Austin. I asked him, what are you up to tonight? It's a Thursday. And he said that he has two of his guy friends coming to his apartment, and together they're going to practice a new recipe because one of these guys met a girl online dating and wants to make this recipe for her. And so they're all going to make it together and make sure it's good enough. Are you kidding? Like, how wholesome and amazing and sweet. And I just couldn't help but share this because I know how it feels to think like all the good guys are gone. And these are three guys in their mid to late 30s that have great jobs. They are single, never been married, no kids, and they are looking for their wives. They are looking for their soulmates. They want to have families. And I just had to share this because I remember that feeling of there are no good guys left. They've all been married in their late 20s and it's too late for us. And it is not too late. So if you are seeing this, don't give up hope. I know for sure there are three amazing, attractive, successful men in Austin that are looking for single gals in their 30s. So don't give up.
And a lot of men, a major reason that they check out is that these modern women have like a situationship alumni, like a alumni network, where a lot of these ladies are staying connected loosely. They're staying connected loosely to an ex-boyfriend, partner, situationship, right? As a backup plan while they're publicly out here dating new men. And these men are saying, are you intentional about that? Oh yeah, I've cleaned up everything. I'm not this, I'm not that, I'm not, right? But that's not actually the case, right? You still have your situationship from 3 years ago, in 2023. On close friends, on your Instagram somewhere, liking his gym pics when he posted at 11 o'clock, swearing up and down, oh yeah, I'm just supporting him. Oh, you don't need to worry about that, right? You're still emotionally involved with your ex. You're still emotionally involved, or at least sending your energy to the, well, I can still be friends with my exes, I'm not toxic. Great, I hear you. But if it were reversed, you would ask me to cut these ladies off. And this is what a lot of men are realizing. You're not actually available to me. I get about 20% of you, and it doesn't matter if I'm in a relationship with you, if I'm exclusive, or we're just trying to date and get to know each other. That's about the highest that I'm going to get from you is 20 to 30%. You want me to go full scale, balls to the wall for 30%. Max. No.
We really are losing a lot of positive masculinity in our culture. And it frustrates me because they want us to be like this like trad wife staple of a female, right? Like so feminine, so nurturing, but you also want us to be a girl boss, and then you want us to be so feminine and so fragile, but you don't want to protect us. It's an oxymoron.
All the women I have spoken to who they have no problem going out into the world and being in their masculine, being the CEO or the boss for the running a business or, making their mark on the world. But when they come home, they want to fall into their feminine. They want to be nurturing and caring and loving and what have you. The problem is that like the men in their life are like in this like soft girl era.
The cold plunge era.
Well, listen, there's no problem with doing a cold plunge, but like if that's the hardest thing you've ever done in your life, maybe get out of your comfort zone.
I'm just like, I don't really care about someone. Okay, not care. I'm personally not attracted to this new age of guys who are so interested in just like biohacking and then creating these like fictional totem poles for women. Like, oh, what do you bring to the table? Have you built something with your bare hands? Like,
Can you change a tire?
Can you change a tire?
We are losing men to peace. We are losing men to ourselves. Men no longer prioritize women. The man at peace is an unbuyable man. Some women are still thinking that men are in that scenario of chasing after, calling, despairing for the lack of a woman, for her absence, when in reality, today's man, he is increasingly valued. He understood that a woman is not the center of his life, that a woman is not the most important thing in the world. It is perfectly possible to live without one. Today's high value man, he seeks to make money. He seeks to do business. He seeks to grow, to develop himself. He removed women from his focus. Today's man, he realized that his peace is worth more. There is no relationship that can buy his peace. Today's man, he is unbuyable. He is non-negotiable. The peace he chose for his life has become non-negotiable. If you are a woman and are waiting for a man to venerate you, a man to idolize you, a man to dote on you, I'm very sorry, but perhaps that won't happen, because the more time passes, the more we have seen that today's generation of men is not like the generation of old. And it is we women who have been losing high value men, serious men, hardworking men, dedicated men.
And what's wild is that modern women will spend years. They will spend years building a checklist off of TikTok. Man's got to be 6'2", got to be a finance guy, emotionally available. He's got to read books, but not just any kind of book. This type of book. He can't even watch a lot of different types of shows. He's got to watch this type of show, right? And then she finally gets this guy. Then when she gets the guy that she actually likes, she's going to text her friend, talk about, I'm bored. He feels like a LinkedIn profile came to life. Oh, he not really the person. I just don't feel like there's a spark there. And you see it when modern women say, I married the good guy, and it's okay to divorce the good guy. You got exactly what you said that you wanted, and you're disappointed. Maybe the problem was never actually him. Maybe the problem was you. Maybe it was, I'm looking at superficial stuff. I'm wanting a man to perform all of these services for me, but there's no actual genuine connection. Why? Because he's really the only one bringing anything to the table. He's really the only one that really actually does things for me because he likes me. Dare I say it, loves me. But I'm not doing anything for him, but just receiving. And that should be good enough. That's going to build a relationship. Somebody that gets to do things for you all the time. Are you okay?
Being single and hot for the first time in my life at 40 years old is literally one of the strangest combinations you can have. And here's why. Generally speaking, there are 3 types of men that are hitting on me. Men around my age who have young kids and are recently divorced. I tried dating one of those. It didn't go too well. He was also unemployed the entire time we were dating, so that was on me. Then there is the single divorcee who is 10 to 20 years older than me, who wants to date me and has grown kids. Not into that. Unless you're Jeff Goldblum, then I'm into that. Here's the last group of men who are really interested in me, ages 26 to 28. Make it make sense. When I go out with my best friend, the only men who hit on us, ages 26 to 28. Rarely are they even 29. Not the 30-year-olds. Where are the 30-year-olds? I no idea. I just turned 41 this year. But a 26-year-old? They are obsessed. When I tell them I'm 40, now 41, they don't believe me. And I know what the comments are going to say. I'm sorry, but you look 40. There's nothing wrong with looking 40. Embrace your age. Well, what do you want me to do? None of them think I'm 40. They don't think I'm 40. And I'm sorry, I cannot date a 27-year-old. But those are the only ones who hit on me. Or their dads, who are 57 years old. Where are all the men 35 to 45? That is the zone I'm looking for. 35 to 45. But single at 40 is not for the weak. Care about yourself.
You have realistically think you're being very unreasonable.
A lot of these modern women, whether you're a single mother or it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's all going to be the same, right? It's just that a lot of times single mothers they're a little bit more, some of these women, not all women, but some of these women, they're a little bit more, they have a heightened, and I understand it, a heightened awareness of the things that are going on around them, right? But even at that, you still have to audition for the man as well. A lot of times a lot of these modern women are like, well, a man has to audition for me. He has to do X, Y, and Z. He has to show me this, and this. And sometimes they be asking a man to do stuff that has nothing to do with dating or courting or anything. That's just what I wanted, right? So you have a lot of modern women out here. Well, I got to make sure that this is in line, and I'm a single mother, so I have standards, and my standards are even higher, and this and that. But really, honestly and truly, and this is why I mention it, you look at their standards, and really it's not really a higher standard. Sometimes it's just desperation. Sometimes it's just, I really need this. I really want this in my life. I really don't want to work anymore, right? So I need a man to make enough so I can take a step back. Well, do you plan on having any other kids? No. Well, what step back are you going to be taking? You don't plan on having any other kids. That's your kid. He'll come in and be a father figure. And be the man of the house. He doesn't need to pay for you. You don't need to become a stay-at-home mom. But they be asking for things. They be, I want more from this next relationship. And they be trying to put more pressure on a man to do stuff that they can actually do themselves. If they stop being lazy or stop wanting to be mentally lazy. Well, I want to do this now. No. You need to continue the stuff that you are doing and stop trying to find a man and dump all your problems on, whether it's financially, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. You need to continue to handle your...
You're going to want to listen to this.
If your man has to beg for affection, something is really off. He shouldn't have to chase you around the house just to get a kiss. He shouldn't feel like he's bothering you just to be touched. He is your husband, not some side character you can barely tolerate. You say you love him, but when was the last time you showed him without words, without him asking?
She cannot be more right. If you are not willing to give affection, so much affection that you feel like I can't give any more, then really why are you even in a relationship? A relationship's joy comes from the giving mostly. If you haven't figured that out yet, you're missing the...
If he's in his 30s and up, you need to understand this early or else you're going to get him completely wrong. You are not dealing with potential. You're dealing with experience. He remembers the bad decisions, the wasted time. He remembers being in his 20s and being with the wrong woman. He remembers the cost of being too available. So no, you're not going to get unlimited access to him. He's not going to text you all day. He won't call you on demand. And he's not going to rearrange his life just because you feel anxious because it's Monday at 10. And this is where a lot of women continue to get it wrong. Because what you think is disinterest is actually discipline. That emotional distance you're talking about, what you're seeing is structure. And his boundaries are not a lack of effort. So now you're reacting to a man who is actually doing things right. And you have to understand that a man like that, he treats his time the same way he treats his money. He budgets it, he protects it, and he is very intentional with where he puts it. So if you're the kind of woman who need constant reassurance, emotional reactions, and you need attention 24/7 to feel secure in a relationship, a man in that phase is going to feel cold to you because he already understands what distraction costs. He's not going to go back to that old version of himself. You're going to see consistency, but he's not going to dismantle his life to manage your insecurity. If you're going to continue to misunderstand him, a man in that season is not the man for you.
Be careful with a man who praises your strength. Watch what he does. Does he depend on your strength or does he support your strength? Because a man who truly values you will support your strength, not depend on your strength. Any man that depends on your strength, he will do a better job at convincing you that survival mode is normal. But a man who values you will show you that being in survival mode is somewhere he never wants you to be. Because he knows as soon as you get into survival mode, you will lose the soft side of yourself. Because you will spend so much time being anxious, focusing on the next thing. And he knows how draining that can be. But when you got a man who's okay with seeing you do all of this, he's now learning that she's a strong woman. She can do it all. And he's now depending on your strength to survive. It's okay to be a strong woman. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But understand, as a strong woman, you need a stronger man to support you. Because strength needs recovery, not exhaustion. Even the strongest heart needs rest. So when you got a man that's depending on your strength and he praises your strength, don't see it as validation, because it's not. You're only being seen for 15 seconds, but you're spending the rest of the day in survival mode. Let that sink in.
As far as a traditional relationship, right? As far as a man brings the food, he brings the money and everything, and then a woman cooks and cleans. Do you think that's the wrong expectations in today's society, or you think that's normal still?
And I think it's still normal. It should be, at least. Why not? That's just my opinion. I'm gonna just keep it real. That's just my opinion. But I don't mind doing the stuff that the woman doing either. I don't mind cooking. I don't mind cleaning. I'll do it myself too. But that means I really don't need you in the crib with me. I don't need you by my side. I can do it myself. If I'm doing everything else, if I'm paying the bills and I'm doing all the shit, I don't need you. I can do it all by myself. That's my opinion.
I'll say this. I don't believe in it anymore. I believe those rules were back in the day. This is the 2000s now. Those rules were really set, but women was not equal. Yeah, they was not even, the women were not even equal to men. Women are now equal to men, and almost in everything. So you can't hold the same standards from back then. I feel like this. If I beat my wife home, why can't I cook for my girlfriend?
I'm glad you finished that sentence.
You know what I mean?
God, I'm glad you finished that sentence.
Because
I know some women. My wife is crazy.
Yeah, I know sometimes.
I didn't know where you were going to
clean. But if I know how to clean, I'm gonna keep it clean. You know what I mean? That's the type of person I am. That's how I do. Now I feel like this. Now you've been home all day. You're not doing nothing. Come on now, you can at least straighten up. You know, if you can't cook.
But what if the man not at home all day?
You know, modern women continue to keep themselves single Well, you know, sometimes it's themselves keeping themselves, it's them keeping themselves single. But then once again, so many times we see modern women lose a good relationship over a toxic best friend. And it's really hard sometimes for these modern women to tell whether this is good advice or not, because genuinely, and a lot of times these modern, their friends have given them good advice in other things, right? So, hey, you know, go out here and take a chance going over here and traveling the world. You might have a good business experience. And they actually go and they actually do have a good time, business and pleasure, right? I go over there and I see the sights and I learn a different culture, and I actually spend a couple years over there, right? Great experience. I learned how to do business in a different country or different language, different city, whatever it might be. And I grew from it. So that was genuinely good advice. But then when you go over here and you talk to them about dating, they having trouble themselves, or they haven't really been successful at it. And even sometimes some of these ladies are married and they still be giving terrible advice. They don't really give the detailed advice that their friends actually need. They give the just roundabout way advice to where you're like, what is this going to do? How is this going to help me? And so they actually disqualify men based on how they feel versus what's actually true a lot of